Good day, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the country where you are watching me from. I want to thank God for another wonderful day in my life. Since this problem started, I know how heavy it has been in my chest. Anybody that told me that by now I will still be standing strong, though I've treated malaria more than 3 times, I've treated typhoid, I've treated catarrh, but I'm still standing strong. God knows why He allowed everything to happen. This social media that everything is coming out on, God knows why He's allowing it to happen. Because some things that have transpired, had I've been saying it with my mouth, you may not have believed me. Yesterday, we were at my wife's place. And though everything was not covered, but at least the one we were able to cover, everybody saw it. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do again. I have to take care of myself. If you watch, I just dressed to go out. I just dressed to go out. I have to look good. I have to look good. Since all these things are happening, I've not taken care of myself. Oh, Mother Cambo, I have to at least dress and go out. I'm about stepping out now. So let me do a video to tell my well-wishers that I'm doing fine. At least let me remind the world that I'm also a fine man. They may see this video and say that I'm looking for wife, that I'm trying to advertise myself. Oh, if you think so, fine. Because I have to show the world that I'm a fine man too. So if some people think that it's only my wife that men are saying she should come over to Odogwu, I have my exes too that have been chatting me. I have my exes too that have been consoling me, and I know their plan, and I know why. I'm not a kid. I know why some of my exes have been trying to console me. I'm not trying to disrespect some of you that have been talking to me. I care about you, but I don't understand why it is when me and my wife is having problem that you'll be asking me how was your night. I hope you've eaten. I don't know where that is coming from. I still love and appreciate my wife. Marriage have their crisis. So what if I did? You know, there is something that happened that I did not actually put out on social media, but let me tell the world now. You know, before I went back with my kinsmen yesterday, you know, they gave us 4 days to come back. I've gone to Omunze. That is my wife's village, Gogo, because when they gave us 4 days, I come the one that say, what is the stake of Aisha's maternal kinsmen in this thing? What is even, because I did not come to her maternal village to marry her. Why all this? Why am I, what business do I even have with Aisha's maternal kinsmen? I've been asking myself that. So many people have told me that. So we went to Omunze. That is today is Tuesday. We went to Omunze on Friday. So when we got to Omunze, we met some Aisha kinsmen. We followed them talk. Say, this is what is happening in our marriage. That I want my wife back. That my wife is in his maternal place. That there are the people that I married their daughter from. That I want their daughter back home. What they said, which I understand, is that their daughter have not told them that there's a problem in her marriage. And that, as I can see, they took me to Ijoma's compound. They took me there and they told me that, as I can see, that Ijoma is not in Umunze. That they have no business with Ijoma, so far that Ijoma is not in Umunze. That if I'm telling them to give me back their wife, that their wife is not with them. That if I know where my wife is, that I should go and get my wife. And if I go to her maternal place and my wife is there, that I should also observe them because my wife is also their daughter. So I got confused because from their tone, I knew that maybe Ijoma wouldn't have run to Umunza because they may not have condoned all these things. I felt that it is easier for her maternal people to do this to me than the paternal people. That is why the mother took her to her maternal people. So the whole thing looked as if they just wanted to frustrate me. And Ijoma's people have said that they don't have anything against me. And until Ijoma tell them that there's a problem, that they cannot come in, which is understandable. That was why I told my kinsmen too. They said, oh, that they have a point. That since Ijoma is in her maternal place, that it is there, we will go and get her. I was ready to do everything possible to come back with my son and my wife yesterday. But they say DNA test, DNA test, DNA test. I've been asking myself, why can't these people send Ijoma back to her hometown? Let me deal with Ijoma's kinsmen. Because at this point, I may not even, let me not say what I want to do because I've given my life to Christ. I don't want to say anything ungodly. Because if you leave me, I don't want to start even doing things that, I don't even want to start doing anything to get back at my wife, or maybe to start saying that I want to remarry. That is not, I just want to move on. The only thing that is touching me is because there is a child involved. Had it been with not have a child, it would be easier for me. And you are not a father. You will not understand. Fathers will understand. Fathers that have a newborn baby, now them go understand some of these things that I'm saying. I'm not even here to start answering people. Anything you say that is happening to us, let it, anything that pleases you to say. You saw my kinsmen yesterday. You will ask yourself whether I will drag my kinsmen to their village to be joking and be playing around. Check my page, Yam Baba Comedian. I've not posted anything. Now my page is monetized. I've not posted anything on that page since this crisis. I cannot even do content. My house is still empty. Look at my house. I can't even shoot anything. The kind of job I do is with brain. The kind of job I do is with brain. All this problem, I can't even think properly. I can't even think properly. I have to come back to my house because I can't be staying in somebody's house and be sleeping there every day. I have a house too. Even though the house is empty, it's still my house. Even though the house is empty. The only sacrifice that I'm doing now is I used to go out to go and watch football because there's no, she carried even my DSTV and my TV, so I will just step out because I'm a football fan. I like football, weekend football. Okay, so I appreciate everybody. I appreciate your love. I appreciate your prayers. I still love my wife. I will still saying it. She's a good person. Let this thing teach you one or two too. You that is trying to get married tomorrow. Let this thing teach you. I keep saying it in my video. Let this our crisis be a lesson to you. It is not good to keep secrets in marriage. If there is anything that you know will haunt you in future, don't do it now. I also want to sincerely apologize to everybody that I have offended. Sometimes when people call me to tell me the kind of comments, because sometimes I don't read comments for my sanity. When people call me to send me screenshots of what people are saying, I'll be asking myself, do I have problem with this person before, or is it just this my marital problem? Do I have this kind of problem? I don't know what you expect me to do when I see such comments. I don't know if you really care about us. I don't know how you would expect me to feel when I see all those comments. But like I will always say, it is me. It is me that brought out my family on social media. So I have to also bear the brunt. It is okay. I've even had some of my fans offered me, say, some of my fans that is a lawyer, that they will take care of the divorce and everything. What kind of devilish help is that? What kind of devilish help is that? So the only thing you want to do for me is to help me divorce my wife because you're a lawyer. The only thing you want to help me do is to facilitate the whole divorce case. I should move on. Do you think it's easy and I've not moved on? Let me open my eyes so that you see. Do you think it's easy to move on and I've not moved on? Why I was even closing my eyes is because my eyes these days are now red, pure red. Now, self, almost have to go. I don't even know. As I pick this phone, self, I don't know the one I will say now. People will start insulting my life and start calling me names. But if you are a genuine person, you know you have tried. My wife has made her point, and I understood her. I have sent her countless messages. People have called her. People have cancelled her. You saw how they couldn't even allow me to even touch her. I was ready to hug her, to at least touch her. Let me feel my wife. Let me feel my wife. Even I've missed her. I no go lie. This is the wife of my youth. I was ready to do anything. I even went down on my knees. I pray that at the end of the day, we will settle. What I want is peace. But if we will not settle, I have to move on with my life. I've lost people that I didn't know that when I lose them that I can even survive. But look at me surviving. I am surviving. For the first time, I am talking to a therapist in my life, and the therapist was asking me questions that they used to ask a mad person. Asking me the name of my grandmother, name of my mother, my village. Am I supposed to forget all those things? If I smile, therapist will be asking me what is making me to laugh, suspecting that I have a mental problem. All these things is what marital wahala they cause. Please, marriage can be beautiful if you want to make your own beautiful. Don't allow this my crisis to discourage you from believing in marriage. Marriage is beautiful, depending on what the two parties want to make it. But go and take anything that is beautiful. It goes through pain, it goes through time, it goes through refining process. Before you see a very beautiful house, people have wounded their hands while constructing the nail. People will fall from this up. People will wound themselves. Cement, it has to be ugly first before it becomes beautiful. Understand it. So it is not easy. So please, let my marriage not discourage you. Rather, learn from our mistakes. At the end of this whole thing, it's only love that would win. It's only commitment that will win. I used to hear that love is not enough in marriage. I thought it was a joke. It is now that I realize, because I know my wife loved me and I love my wife, but look at us having crisis. You see, Love is not enough. There is a place of honesty, transparent, trust, stability, emotional maturity, emotional stability. There are so many things, commitment, understanding. If you're not ready for marriage, if you're not emotionally matured, you're not ready for marriage, go and work on that. I've learned so many things, and I will keep learning. I will not forget to mention people that have been sending me financial assistance, even when I don't ask them. Most of them want to remain anonymous. Thank you very much. You know yourself. My spiritual director that has been praying. He even seized my phone one of these days, and I and I started telling him that my phone is my life. Oh, I did not leave his office till I got his phone. I'm sorry if you've been affected, if you are very annoyed with me for always bringing this on social media. Bringing it on social media has really helped me, because it gave me more people that reached out to me to help me genuinely. You know, say you now where you dey now, you no go know where should the pain person until you wear them. Don't blame me, oh, don't blame anybody's action when something happened to them, because you could act worst if that thing happened to you. You know, now everybody has an opinion. Everybody have what to tell Yam Baba and the wife. Everybody have advice. Everybody is using us to chase whatever they are chasing. Everybody have one or two. It's because Nami carry and come, so I don't blame. But don't worry, when what happened to us happened to you, it may not be this exact problem. Oh, it may be because you may be there saying, what will happen to me? Is it if my husband give birth to outside, I will do this one. It may not be exactly this problem. Every marriage have their ups and downs. Every marriage have their ups and downs. I never knew I have people that really love me, all the way from Europe, Asia, calling and consoling. Okay, enemies now waiting. I even ask God to give me, because if you don't have enemies, you're not making progress in life. If you don't have enemies, look for one, because the enemies go make you sit up. So I'm not even talking about those ones. I don't like talking about negativity. I like channeling my strength on this. I like channeling my strength on strength. I give strength. I don't like strengthening, because whatever you give focus, you feed them. Whatever you give attention to, you feed them. So enemies but that one, I know they even, you know they pay me, they verse me. I want to appreciate my real friends, my family. You guys have proven to me that you love me genuinely. Say whatever you want to say. It is your mouth. Okay? It's only God in heaven that knows what is going on. And it's only God in heaven that can restore this. Kudochia, since I've given my life to Christ, can't you see that what can I better name Jesus? Look at me laughing and smiling. I have to laugh. Even if I know a way to even make all these things look fake, I will do it. But what do you have to say? You get, to God be the glory. We will win no matter what. We will win no matter what. Have a nice day. Bye bye.